At this point,
Right.
he is not resigning. At this point, he is not resigning. There's a process, and we haven't even seen the discovery yet. How in the world can anyone evaluate anything as it relates to those decisions before we even get an opportunity to look at the evidence, the initial evidence? And let's not talk about it. That's not evidence. It's a one-sided framing of the evidence that the government chooses to provide. And so we've yet to begin our investigation into look at what other information, what other evidence, facts is out there, and to challenge and see how credible the government's evidence is at this point. So we're still very premature to even be able to fairly have that question. Mr. Petersen wants the opportunity to address these issues in court, to use the system that he supports as a politician, as an attorney, since he's been accused of these things. That's the one thing he told me when we did meet, is, Matt, I just want to get in court. I want an opportunity to evaluate the evidence. Let's look at the evidence, and let's do this straight up, the way that it was intended. But there's been a number of steps up to this point to make that difficult. We were nowhere close to being able to even discuss any sort of actions, any evaluating that, because at that point, he had been effectively tortured by the government by being transported back and forth without sleep, laying on a concrete slab on the floor. And so the ability to actually go into and discuss substantive things was just impractical. He's not even had access to his family. He can't speak to his kids. He barely has had an opportunity to speak to his wife. He's been on lockdown for 23 hours when he was in the state jail. It seems we have two different types of systems when prominent people are accused of crimes. Either they're treated better than, I would say, the rank and file citizen, or they're treated much worse. And so it appears that you have a situation of either you're the right type of politician or the wrong type of politician.
Why is he the wrong type?
Well, I think that information will come out later.